Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. This fall, I am going to bring you 4 Kamishibai stories. What is a Kamishibai? That's a very old-fashioned Japanese storytelling. And when I was growing up in Japan, I also listened to Kamishibai almost every day. Okay. So this is my childhood. Okay. So Kamishibai is here is a little wooden theater, and the paper stories are all inside like this. Okay. Kami means paper, shibai is theater, okay, or drama, right? Good. So let's start today's Kamishibai stories. Title is The 3 Magic Charms. The Japanese title is 食べられた Yamamba. What is Yamamba? You will know. Alright? So, traditional tale retold by Miyoko Matsutani and illustration by Eigoro Futamata, and publisher is Doshinsha. I'm going to move a little bit this way. Open this in here. Alright, and I'm going to disappear behind. Alright, it's starting. Once upon a time, in a mountain temple lived a priest and his young apprentice. One day, the boy was looking for chestnuts deep in the mountains when an old woman stepped out suddenly from behind some trees. "Hey boy, come here. We are related, you know. I'm your father's sister's husband and sister." "That sounds complicated. I don't understand." "Maybe it's complicated and maybe it's not. But it still makes us related. Now listen. I'm going to boil a pot of chestnuts tonight. Why don't you come over to my house?" Saying this, the old woman grinned and then disappeared into the woods again. The young apprentice ran back to the temple and told the priest what had happened. The priest shook his head suspiciously. "You should know, my child, that what she said is not true. She is really a Yamamba, a terrible mountain woman. You'd better not go or she will eat you up." "But I love chestnuts. If she's really a Yamamba, I'll run away. Please, please let me go." "If you want to go so badly, then go, but just in case, I'll give you these magic paper charms. If she tried to hurt you, use them to help you get away." Then the boy set off happily for the old woman's house, carrying the magic paper charms. "Well, well, my boy, so you came. Good, very good. The chestnuts are cooked, so eat up." The boy sat down by the pot and ate until his stomach was ready to burst. Soon he became very, very sleepy and started to doze off. "Are you tired? Why don't you lie down and rest?" She took him into the next room and put him to bed. In the middle of the night, the boy woke up suddenly. It had begun to rain, and the tapping of the raindrops on the roof sounded as if it were warning him. "Ten, ten, ten, danger is near. Ten, 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 Yamamba is here." The frightened boy got up quietly and peeked into the next room. There sat the old woman next to the fire, turning a spinning wheel round and around, saying to herself, "Little boy, did you sleep? Hey, hey, hey. Little boy, did you sleep? Hey, hey, hey." Her eyes glistened, her hair was entangled, and her huge mouth split her face from ear to ear. While the boy had been sleeping, the old woman had turned into a fearful-looking Yamamba. The boy became frightened, but when he tried to sneak away, he heard the dreadful voice of the Yamamba call out to him, "Hey boy, where are you going?" I have to go to the bathroom." The Yamamba stood up immediately and walked over to him. She tied a rope around his waist. "Well, if you have to go, then go. But I'm not going to let you get away." Saying this, the Yamamba pushed the apprentice out the door. The boy walked over to the outhouse, dragging the rope behind him. When he got there, he moved the rope from his waist and tied it to one of the posts. Then he took one of the magic paper charms that priest had given him and stuck it to the post. "Magic paper charm, protect me from the Yamamba." After saying this, the boy ran away as fast as he could. "Are you finished, boy?" Not yet." Once again, the Yamamba yelled, "Are you finished, boy?" Not yet." "Are you finished, boy?" "Not yet." They are the paper charms word. "Say, what are you doing, boy? What's taking you so long? Come back here right this minute." This time, the Yamamba pulled on the rope with all her might. Suddenly, the post came flying out of the ground and fell right on top of the Yamamba. All the while, the magic paper charm kept muttering, "Not yet, not yet." "Oh, that's hurt. So the boy got away, did he?" Yamamba jumped up and ran off after the apprentice. "Stop, boy! Stop!" The young apprentice fled for his life, but the Yamamba ran like the wind and caught up with him in no time. "Stop, boy! Stop!" When the Yamamba reached out to grab him, the boy took out another magic paper charm and threw it behind him. "Turn into a river." He heard a thunderous sound, and suddenly, with a roar, the water of the great river appeared. This water, it's not going to stop me." The Yamamba threw herself into the water and paddled frantically after the apprentice. The boy ran for his life. "Stop, boy! Stop, I say!" The apprentice threw the last magic paper charm behind him. Turn into a mountain of sand and burn, suddenly a huge amount of sand rose up behind him. She started to climb the mound, but when she took one step up, the sand caved in, and she slipped one step down. A few grains of sand can't stop me. No, sir. They are not going to stop me. She pulled herself up, and when she got over the top, she made her way closer and closer to the boy. The young apprentice finally reached the temple and threw himself against the locked gate. He beat on it frantically. Help! Help! The Yamamba is going to get me! Open the gate! And the priest said, "A Yamamba?" he says. "Just as I thought." "Hurry! She almost here!" "Just a minute. Let me get on my underwear." "Hurry, please!" "Hold on. I've got to put on my kimono." "Hurry! Hurry! Please!" The old priest finally opened the gate and hid his apprentice in a cabinet. Just in a nick of time, the Yamamba came dashing into the temple and ran up to the priest. "Hey, old man, the boy came in here, didn't he? Bring him to me." "My apprentice? No, he's not here." "That's not true. I'm sure I saw him run into the temple." Now, just calm yourself. What's the rush? Why don't you sit down and have some rice cakes? "Rice cakes, did you say?" The Yamamba suddenly began to feel very, very hungry. She sat down right in front of the fireplace and began helping herself to the rice cakes. Old women, I've heard people say that Yamambas can turn themselves into anything they like. Is that really true? Of course we can. Do you want me to show you? The Yamamba tapped on the wooden frame of the fireplace and began chanting, "Grow bigger and bigger and bigger." Oh! As soon as she finished this chant, the Yamamba turned into a giant monster. Amazing! I can't believe my eyes. You are really good at this. But what? I'll bet you can turn yourself into something small. Did you say something small? I can turn myself into anything you say. Really? But not into a bean, I'll bet. A bean, you say? Just watch me. Shrink smaller and smaller and smaller. Whoa. Suddenly, the Yamamba became very small and turned into a bean. Amazing! You did it! Wonderful! Just so wonderful! Then the priest picked up the bean and popped it into his mouth and ate it up. It was delicious. And that's the end of the story. Did you like the story? I bet it was delicious. All right. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you next month. But this month, in September 11th, we have a fall literacy fest. 10 to 2, and around 11:30, I will do another Kamishibai stories. So if you have time, please join us. All right, that's Saturday, September 11th, 10 to 2. Thank you very much. Please take care. Bye-bye.